Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Tips. My name is Toby.
My name is Heidi.
And we are on episode 69 of our AMA questions sent to us by our CT Club members. If you want to check out our CT Club, check it out. Links below. You get our trade alerts, portfolio updates, and everything. And if we had a couple good calls the other day, which were incredible. So yeah, let's get into this.
There's still some gems to be found, guys, in this bull run. Speaking of bull runs, wouldn't be complete without a bear run or a bear market.
Bear market, yeah.
So that's the topic of today's video. And rightfully so, with everything, the law of gravity, whatever, what goes up must come down. Unless you are the permabull or Willy Woo or Moon Boys who think that, coins will never go down again. I think it's best for everyone to have this mindset that bear markets can very well occur and to take profits. So first question is, how did you navigate the last few bear markets? Because we have been in the crypto space for several years now.
I think almost 9 years now.
So what was your first experience of a bull market? I'll give you my first experience of a bull market and what we've learned.
So I remember buying Bitcoin around $70 to $90. And then it proceeded to go to, I really didn't know how far it was going to go up. I mean, the more I talked about it to people, it didn't seem like anybody was really interested. So I was like, oh, this thing's not going to do very much, but I really like it because it gets my money out of the banking system. So anyways, it went from $90 to $1,150. And I'm like, wow, that's just going to keep on going up. And then it crashed back down to $90. And I think actually it crashed down to like around $80 or whatever. And so I'm like, well, that sucks. Because I actually sold a camera that I really liked to buy it at $1,000 range or whatever. And I'm like, well, that sucked, and I had to wait, a little bit longer to recoup the losses on that one. But so I didn't really know what I was doing. 17 and 18, I kind of understood like, okay, wow, there's a lot of people interested in this space now because I could tell because not everybody was making fun of me when I was telling them about Bitcoin. I'm like, wow, you know it and you're not like thinking I'm an alien? Sick. And then I realized the whole world was starting to come in with CNBC and, all their goofballs on there.
There's a big difference between the bull market in 2013. Just, I think overall, being an investor and newcomer to crypto in 2013 is much different to anyone who's new in 2021 at this point. You're most likely already knew about Bitcoin and you haven't been convinced yet. I think most people who invested in 2013 learned about it and then jumped at the chance for something like an investment opportunity like that. So different kind of investors, but also not as much confirmation in the masses of what we're doing now compared to in 2013. So I think for you, I mean, seeing it go up and then not knowing what to really expect from something like that is much more reasonable.
Great.
And also the bull run of 2013 is what a lot of people are trying to compare this bull run to, if it's going to be a double top or something like that. Basically that's both of our experiences of bull runs is, wow, look at how high it goes. How high can it go? Oh, that's how high it goes.
Yeah.
And then it comes back down.
Really fast.
Yeah. So that's our number one lesson that we learned in the past is taking profits. Don't be afraid to take profits, especially if it's according to your investment plan and you're able to not let your greed get in your way. Take profits on the way up. Yeah. Okay. Next question. So, this guy's asking basically how to best preserve your wealth in the bear market. It's a longer question, and actually I'm not going to read it because the gist of it, to make it more universally applicable for everyone, basically is how to preserve your wealth. What is our plans for it? And especially considering in the past bull markets, the cryptocurrencies, especially the altcoins, have seen drops of 80 to 90%. I mean, no, that's Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Altcoins are sometimes non-recoverable.
Yeah.
and much more in debt than that.
And it's going to happen. Like Bitcoin is going to drop 85%. If people say that
at least 50.
Yeah.
If this is the new normal and we're in a super cycle, it's at least going to drop 50%.
I don't think we're going. I think we're going to stick to the 4-year cycle.
Okay.
This is just human psychology. You can't change human psychology. So it's going to be a 4-year cycle. We are going to experience 85% dips. So what? Buy it up. Like, why wouldn't you?
Dips are for buying.
Exactly.
So our plan for mitigating that loss and for hedging against that loss is to utilize as many different types of stablecoins as possible. At that point, the majority of our portfolio will be in stablecoins. We have our core holdings in Bitcoin and Ethereum that we will not be selling. Maybe we'll take some profits from either of those positions, but those are the only 2 coins that we will not be selling completely out of. There might be some other altcoins that we decide to hold through, but really that is a risk to see how long that coin can survive through a bear market. So getting back to what we're doing with our portfolio is roughly probably at least half and half of it is going to be in stable coins. Which stable coins we're getting into, again, that's another subcategory.
Well, we're going to let everybody know on our CT Club exactly what we're getting into, what platforms we are going to be loaning out our stable coins, etc.
That's going to be a whole other series that we're doing, is basically how to survive a bear market. Number 1, how to prevent as much loss as possible. Number 2, how to put what you do have to work to give you passive income.
And number 3, we're going to do great during the next bear market. We're going to do so good.
Bear market or bull market?
The bear market coming. Okay. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Me neither.
Yeah. So bring it on. We're going to do fantastic, and we're going to buy a ton of Bitcoin when it crashes, and it's going to crash.
So let's talk about real quick the stable coins that we will be getting into.
Sure.
There is this risk and this overall growing fear of centralized stable coins like Tether, that is USDT, like Coinbase's USDC, GUSD. These are all centralized stablecoins that could be smothered by the regulations of US-based regulators.
All right, Luna's
a lot
UST.
of attention. And then there's decentralized stablecoins like UST by the Luna ecosystem, and also DAI by the MakerDAO system. That one's more tried and true and tested than UST. But in my opinion, the more options out there, the better. You can just hedge and hedge and hedge against each other using these different ones. I'm kind of skeptical that anything major is going to happen with stable coins anytime soon. I'm not incredibly fear-induced of putting my coins into something like USDC. I'm also not a U.S. citizen, so it might not affect me as much as if you were a U.S. citizen. Maybe you're going to be banned from using these kind of centralized stable coins. But anyway,
that's my guess.
Yeah, basically, roughly what we're going to get into is basically we're going to put half of our crypto into stable coins, dividing it against centralized and decentralized stable coins. There is also a risk with decentralized stablecoins that they don't maintain their peg. That is a huge risk. That's what the faith that is backing these stablecoins is: their elastic supply. Can their algorithm keep up with the rapid volatility of people moving into and out of that coin? Can they keep that peg? And DAI has actually been pretty good at that. So anyway, that's our relative plan for navigating a bear market. And for those of you who are in the CT Club, we're going to be giving you really much more detailed, actions of what we are actually doing in real time to preserve our wealth, to create more streams of passive income, and to survive the bear market. So,
which is coming. So
go to patreon.com/cryptotips.
So you guys have a great day,
We'll
talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.